Hallo und willkommen zurück bei R-Squared Monday Morning Mayhem. My name is R-Squared und heute machen wir Woche 9 Picks. And that translates directly from German into English as hello and welcome back to R-Squared's Monday Morning Mayhem. My name is R-Square and today we are doing Week 9 Picks. So I'm going to go ahead and make this really fast. So you're going to have to listen for the picks, listen for your name because I'm tired. It's really late Wednesday night when I'm doing this, like really late Wednesday night, about midnight, and this will be released Thursday morning. So, yeah, Thursday morning definitely. So that's when I will be sending this out when you guys will get that. But for now, it is Wednesday night, so we're going to make it real quick, so be listening. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, all that fancy stuff. Let's go ahead and get started with Thursday Night Football. Titans Steelers later today for you guys. You guys are from the future. Yeah. But Titans and Steelers is Thursday night. Or tomorrow night or tonight. It's super confusing right now, but I'm really confused. Well, technically, it is tonight, but whatever. Titans, Steelers, I'm taking the Titans. Will Levis is on a hot streak. Early, very hot start for Will Levis. I think that the Titans can come up with another big win over the Steelers in that one. Excuse me. Anyway, it's from doing that German accent. Anyway, Dolphins and Chiefs in Germany, the game of the week by far. Well, yeah, there's a lot of good games this week. But Dolphins, Chiefs in Germany, the first Frankfurt games. This is going to be a really good one. Tyreek Hill is going to go all out against his former team. I think the Dolphins might be able to edge a win out in this one, especially if Patrick Mahomes doesn't end up traveling to Germany because they don't let him in because he has the American flu. Yeah. Next up is Vikings-Falcons, a classic matchup. It's always good. We have the rookie Jaren Hall starting against Taylor Heineke. A game of two very bad teams. This game is going to be terrible. I mean, it's going to be interesting just because the two teams are terrible. But otherwise, this game is going to be absolute garbage to watch, and I recommend no one switch their channel to it. And while on the other hand, everyone decides to watch, Bears-Saints is better. There's just a lot of bad games this week, but there's also a ton of good games as well. So let's go ahead and get Vikings-Falcons. Yeah. I'm taking toss-up. I'm taking Atlanta over Minnesota. I flipped the mental coin in my head. I'm taking the Falcons over the Vikings. Cardinals and Browns. I'm taking the Browns easy peasy over the Cardinals. In this one, Clayton 2 getting his first start. I'm taking Cleveland over the Cardinals. Well, next up, we have Rams-Packers. The Rams, I'm not sure they're going to be with Matthew Stafford. And Jordan Love's obviously on a time limit in Green Bay. So maybe he steps up the challenge. I know I said I should really stop picking Green Bay, and I should. But I'm going to pick them one last time, and if they fail me this time, then I'm actually not going to pick Green Bay again. So I am taking the Packers over the Rams. Patriots-Commanders. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of bad games because all the bad teams are playing the bad teams and the good teams are playing the good teams. So there's like 5 good games and like 10 bad games or something like that. But we'll get through them. Patriots-Commanders. Again. Okay, I don't know if that effect works on camera, but yeah, okay. I'm sure it works fine. I can't really see myself. But I'm taking Patriots over the Commanders. Oh, man, wow. This is a great game of weekends. All these games are going to be really close, whether for bad or for good. Some of them have 0 playoff implication, and others decide who's going to win their conference pretty much, as in Dolphins, Chiefs, and I think, yeah, the Cowboys and Eagles pretty much also similar. And Bills-Bengals is another great one. That's on Sunday Night Football, but we'll get there when we get there. Next up, we have Bears and Saints. Oh, okay, excuse me. We have Bears-Saints. Saints. I think I have to pick the Saints. Saints coming off a good win last week. I think the Saints come up with a win over the Bears in this one. By the way, may I like to throw out that I was the champion of last week's picks. I finished with a record of 13-3. I just had to show that off. I'm so impressed with myself. I told you at the beginning when I started this pick series for this year, I said I'll get better as the season goes on. Was I wrong? No. 13-3. That's pretty good if I gotta say so myself. In a full 16-game slate, 13-3, I'll take it. Next up we have did I already say Bears and Saints? I feel like I did. I'm taking the Saints over the Bears. Anyway, and then the last game of this time period is Seahawks and Ravens. It's actually not the last game of this time period. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very tired. I'm sorry. But Seahawks and Ravens. I think Baltimore's been doing really well. I think they're going to pull off a big game against Seattle. This is probably their biggest game yet so far this season. I think the Ravens come up with a victory over the Seahawks. Next up, we have Bucks and Texans. Another very... I don't know what to call it. It's not a game. It's not a good game. It's not a bad game. It's going to be a close game. I'll give it that. It's going to be a close, bad game. Score is probably going to be somewhere around the area of 14-10 at some point or another. I am taking Tampa Bay over Houston in this one. I picked Houston last week. They really disappointed me. I'm taking Tampa Bay over Houston in Week 9. Next up, we have Colts-Panthers, which would be Bryce Young's tour of rookie quarterbacks continue, but it will not because Anthony Richardson is out for the year. If only anyone could have predicted that a quarterback with no muscle on his entire body would get injured halfway through the season. Sounds like a certain NBA player I know that may or may not play for the San Antonio Spurs. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on next with the I didn't pick. I'm taking the Colts over the Panthers. Maybe the Colts can finally eke out a win. I think I'm taking the Colts over the Panthers. Next up, we have Giants and Raiders. The Raiders, clean slate, fired everyone. They want no one in Las Vegas. I honestly could have told you that was going to happen with Josh McDaniel. He already got fired out of his job in Denver back in 2009. Way back when, in 2009. Not recent. But that was a long time ago, but now he's in Las Vegas. Now he's out of Las Vegas, as I just said. Wow, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. This video is probably really sad to watch. I sound like I'm just not talking straight. But yeah, so he got fired there. Antonio Pierce is the interim head coach there. He was not bad as an NFL player. I'm actually going to take the Raiders over the Giants. I think that under Antonio Pierce, we might have a little bit Jeff Saturday thing. Comes in, wins the first game, sucks for the rest of the year. That kind of stuff. I think the Raiders beat the Giants, mainly because the Giants just got nothing. They have nothing. No leverage on the Raiders whatsoever. I think the Raiders come up with a win in this one. By the way, Colts-Panthers was the start of the late window. I know I said earlier that it was Seahawks-Ravens. I was wrong about that. It was Colts and Panthers. So Colts, Panthers, Raiders, and Giants are the two 4 o'clock games so far. Next up, we have Cowboys, Eagles in America's game of the week. There's only 3 games of the week. 3 games at 4 o'clock so far this week. So I am taking the Eagles over the Cowboys. I am a Cowboys hater, and I probably always will be. I don't like the Cowboys, but I'm taking the Eagles over Dallas. Yeah, I'm taking Philadelphia in America's game of the week on Fox. Next up, we have Sunday Night Football, the dreaded game. That is where Damar Hamlin had his cardiac arrest on the middle of the field. Was between these 2 games last year late in the first quarter. And I actually read a really good story today. You can check it out on ESPN. I don't quite remember who it was written by. I was prepared before this like 2 hours ago, but that's fine. But it was about how Tyler Boyd and Damar Hamlin had a relationship like a mentor and pupil relationship when they were in Pittsburgh, and how T. Higgins already moved on to the NFL when he became a Pittsburgh commitment. Commitment? Is that the right word? Yeah, I don't know. This is sad. I'm sorry I'm putting you through this. But anyway, so that was a really nice story. That was a really great article, well written. But I am taking Buffalo over Cincinnati. I think Buffalo is going to get what they deserve. They're going to come up with a win here. I think they really deserve to beat Cincinnati. I'm taking Buffalo over the Bengals. That was on Sunday Night Football, by the way. Monday Night Football is Chargers and Jets. I'm taking the Chargers over the Jets. The Jets' defense might be good, but I hope that the Chargers can get going a little bit. And I'm pretty sure the Jets aren't going to win many more games with the schedule they have. As for the teams on bye this week, it is the Denver Broncos, lucky them. The Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars get a free game of not having to worry about being unseated from success so far. And the 49ers get a chance to rethink everything that's going wrong in their organization. Sitting at 5-3 are the last team on bye. Well, that'll do it for today's picks. I wish I could remember how to say goodbye in German, but I'm very tired, so I'm just going to say it in French. I bid you all adieu, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, subscribe, like this video if you like this stuff. Comment down below. Just do.